Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out today's episode of Half Past. Today we are speaking with Kiesza. If you're not familiar with Kiesza, you probably know her from her song Hideaway. You probably know her from featuring on Jackie U's Take You There. You probably know her from her multitude of award-winning albums and songs. She is a super talented songwriter. She's a super talented collaborator. She was in the Royal Canadian Navy. She was a sailing teacher. She worked with Fendi. She's worked on her own fashion. She does capoeira. She's a fan of going out and dancing by herself. She's just a real badass, and I had a really lovely time talking to her. And so I'm excited for you guys to listen to this and to get to know her a little bit more like I did. Now, I do have some bad news, which is that we did face some technical difficulties, and we don't have the entirety of Kaiser's interview recorded for you to watch today. However, this is the best argument to be made that you should be joining our IMP Concerts Discord, where we record these live. You can make sure you see all of it. You can ask the artists some questions in the chat. You can also catch some exclusive pre-sales, set times, show announcements. We do giveaways in there. It's a lot of fun. You should check it out. And also you can make sure you're there live to catch these. With that being said, thank you guys for checking today's episode out, and I hope you enjoy.
I hear stories where it just makes my jaw drop, but I can't believe that there's people out there who just are so rude and mean to the people that are literally putting their show together. Like,
Yeah.
they're like making sure the lights turn on, and that the guy at the door is making sure that you're safe, and like, and you could just say hello and I don't know, be nice, treat them like equals.
Yeah,
Because they
absolutely. They are, and you got to be nice to the people around you.
Yeah.
What's bringing you joy lately?
Oh gosh. Honestly, like getting really back into capoeira has been really bringing me joy. I kind of like what I was fully into this sort of experience of creating Dancing and Crying Volume 3, and then following that, I isolated myself a lot. And then it got to a point where I was like, I need to get out and like be around more people. So I got back into capoeira mainly to get physically fit again for the tour, but it just made me feel really happy, like being around the community.
Yeah.
I've loved that, and then I just honestly I love my dogs so much. They bring me endless joy.
We
But
got one
honestly,
right next to you. We got a dog hanging out the whole time.
yeah, I know, she's so cute. But just like putting out the music, like, oh, finally getting this music out to my audience, and like getting back on tour and anticipating that. It's a lot in the moment, but I am so excited. Like,
Yeah.
I truly really excited to get back. And yeah, I mean that brings me so much joy. It's almost like, because it's like such a consistent desire and passion, you forget about it sometimes, but it is what keeps me driving as a musician, and is what keeps me wanting to make more music, is
Yeah.
just like reconnecting with my fan base.
What's
Yeah.
one of the biggest culture shocks when you come to the US versus being in Canada?
Canadians are a lot more polite.
Oh, really? You don't think people in America
Oh
are
yeah.
polite?
Not when you've been around Canadians.
Okay,
Like,
fair.
it's Canadians struggle in the US because they're so nice that people think they're trying to get something out of them.
Yeah.
That like they're not trusted by Americans because they're so nice.
Yeah.
And then we are confused because we're like, why does nobody trust us? But it's a culture that is sort of built around politeness. It's like, don't hurt anyone's feelings, and that has its own issues. Like, we don't want to just be straight. Where I find in America,
Are you
they say they
are
say
you
it's
guys
so
passive
straight, but
aggressive?
totally
Yeah.
passive aggressive. Like,
Do you
we will
have
beat around the bush. I've gotten better at that because I lived in New York,
Yeah.
and I know that I changed because when I came back, everyone thought I was rude
Really?
and
Just
kept
being
pointing that
direct?
out. And I was like, then again confused. So I was like, what? Yeah, they're like, "You just walked by that homeless person and didn't even say, like." In New
No
York, you
change on
just,
me,
like,
brother.
come
Sorry.
by and
Yeah.
you walk by, right? But in Canada, you have to be like, "I'm sorry, I don't have
Yeah.
change." But I'm like, "But you do have change,
Yeah.
so don't tell him you don't."
I know. You're just lying to him
Like,
then.
yeah, don't lie. If you have change and you're telling him you're not, like, give him your change if you're like, don't lie.
Is
And then they're
is
like, "You're being so rude."
is there anything between either country that you wish was transferred between both? Like, is there anything you miss from the US when you're in Canada or vice versa?
I am so happy that we don't have US politics.
I am also happy for you in that
Again, watching
scenario.
America, we're just like, is this real? Like, is this a real
It's
what's going on?
yeah, being in
Confused.
DC especially, it's a little bit of a weird time for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, transferred I think I will say, being an injured person and recovering, America has more technology,
Mm,
and advancements in, like, the field of, I'd say, brain science than I could find in Canada. Canada does have its own things, I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but I think maybe there's a positive and negative to everything, but the environment in America has allowed for more growth in those fields.
yeah,
Um, or I don't know if it's just more people, it's just there's more people there, so maybe that's why. But I found I had to go to America a lot to do my recovery,
yeah,
to just find alternative treatments and things like that. So innovation, they really do. Again, it's like a balance because like they really like get excited about the individual shining, whereas I think Canada is a little more about like don't stand out too much. Um,
but they also care about each other, which is nice.
yeah,
There's a
yeah.
little bit more community in some ways.
There's way more community. Like in Canada, they're way more likely to like if you're like, I want to do this, a Canadian is way more likely to be like, here, meet these 9 friends of mine who can help
Yeah,
you. Whereas in America, they kind of want to hoard their contacts and they don't necessarily want to help you as much.
I feel like people have
So
walls up for sure in the U.S. You have to
yeah,
like
and
sort of break them down a little bit.
I do notice though it's a East Coast West Coast thing too because I find the East Coast is a lot more open to like helping out than the West Coast, even in
Yeah,
Canada. So
yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but
There's something about them. My uncle said this, and I don't think he came up with it, but it's that the East Coast is not nice, but they're kind, and the West Coast is nice, but they're not kind.
it's so funny.
Like somebody in the West
Yeah,
Coast will be like, "Dude, we have to hang out soon," and then they like never follow up. And then some of the East Coast will be like, "Fuck,"
never.
they'll be like,
And
"Fuck you, man," and then like help you move out of your house.
to the point where like, and I talk about that all the time, is like in New York, if they're like, let's hang out, you're like, yeah, let's do it. And they're like, open their calendar, like, what day, what time? And you're
Yeah,
like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Like,
yeah.
and then you schedule it. Whereas on the West Coast, they're like, we gotta hang out. Never happens. But here's the funny thing. If you play with it, if you're like, if you do what they do in New York to a person on the West Coast, they get really stressed out.
Oh, they
Like if
freak out.
they're like,
Yeah.
oh, we gotta hang out. You like open your calendar, you're like, let's put it in the calendar now. They're like, oh,
Yeah,
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
yeah.
Like they're like, no,
So
I
scared
can't
of
believe you're asking me
confrontation.
to do that. Yeah, like they get stressed. Not all
I've
of them, of course. It's a bell curve, but
Absolutely,
um,
yeah, and it's also
but
one of those places you attract what you give to. I think there's plenty of people on the West Coast that this does not apply to, but
and there's a
you
lot
see
of
it a
East
lot out
Coasters and a
there.
lot of West and vice versa.
Absolutely.
It's
Um,
long away.
I'm realizing there's so many questions that I wanted to ask you that we haven't gotten to yet, so I'm going to try and get through them really quickly. You've dabbled in fashion a little bit. You worked with Fendi for a little bit. You've been the face of fashion. You've designed some stuff yourself. Um, what about this
Mhm.
discipline excited you, and what did you take from music and fashion and vice versa, and how did it help you with either of those?
I think fashion's just always been something that I loved separately of music. I love fashion. Even down to like the sweat, like the cozy stuff I wear, like making sure the material feels good. And I when I walk on the street and I see someone who like took the time to dress up, I and notice them and I like am in awe of what they're wearing. I get so excited. And I noticed that like like fashion is the funny thing because you can stress over it or you can just like not care about it at all. And I have both sides. Like but when you dress up and you go out in public, it makes people happy. Like, I love the joy that a good outfit brings to people. Like, they're just like, wow, I love your outfit. I never thought of putting that together this way. And you inspire others by dressing up.
Yeah,
And it's honestly just fun. It's just really fun. And why not? Like, we have so many options of what we can wear and how we can express ourselves. And when you put on a different outfit, you feel like a different person. And it's such a great way as a creator to like step into different parts of yourself. Um, because you do act different depending on how you're dressed and how you look. A
for
little
sure.
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it's funny because I get hit on the most when I like do nothing and just wear casual clothes and like don't put on any makeup. People are like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm looking at them like, "What? Why would you hit
yeah.
on me right now?" Like, But I think it's because my guard's so down because I'm
Less
like,
intimidating,
whatever.
yeah.
Everything's whatever. And like
Yeah.
because I'm not even noticing myself, I get noticed more. But when I dress up and I like assume like a side of my personality, again, it's almost like a performance in a way. And it brings people a lot of joy. And I have so much fun with it. It's more just I love fashion. I
Nice.
really genuinely do. I love it as much as music.
Who are some of your fashion inspirations?
I don't really have one fashion inspiration, honestly. I get most of my fashion inspiration by going out and just seeing other people the way that they dress and going through vintage shops and
Mhm.
finding things and yeah, like I haven't really ever because I've thought about that a lot, but it's not that I don't get inspired by individual people, but I get inspired by a lot. Like I even look at runways. I go to Fashion Week in Toronto and I when I can and I watch the runways and I connect with designers. And for me it's like music. It's like what if I it's like how I can innovate within fashion. Like what if I put this with this? What would happen?
Yeah.
Um I like being kind of risky and you can take so many risks with fashion and get away with it.
Yeah, you just
And
it has
also
to
like
seem like
when
it's in place and, you know.
yeah, and also saying, like, they don't always react in a good way. Some people are like, "Ugh."
Do you
And
enjoy it
it's
when people have that reaction?
I yeah, it just it intrigues me, like, to see because it's just it shows you how much people judge
Yeah.
based on a cover, like, they really judge you by the way you look. And it's funny because when you dress up all, like, expensive, people act really different around you, and, like and it's weird because then you're like, "Oh, people do judge you by how rich they think you are," and that's kinda sucks.
Yeah.
So then you dress like, I'll dress up really bad, and then I'll walk into a really rich store and just see how they treat me versus if I dress up like I look like I'm expensive,
What
you
stores
know,
what stores do we have to look out for where they treat you
Rodeo
worse?
Drive, like, in LA.
Oh,
Like, a
yeah.
friend of mine, we did that. We they're just visiting, and I'm like, Let's try for fun. Let's go into one shop looking all gritty and another shop looking all expensive and just
Yeah.
watch how they treat you different."
They'll hand you a little
Um,
champagne bottle on entrance if you look really nice, and
totally.
yeah.
Or just not, like, even acknowledge you're there at all.
Yeah.
Or send, like, a security guard to, like, follow you.
Um,
But, yeah, I don't know. Fashion's so fun. Like, I encourage anyone who hasn't experimented with fashion, I encourage you to do it at least once in your life
yeah. What
because
are
it really
some no, go ahead.
no, it just really is it just really adds, like, spice to your life.
For sure. I mean, it is just a one more way to express yourself.
Yeah.
What are there any brands or like types of clothes that you think are slept on or you want to see more people in? Like, are there
No.
any silhouettes that you're like these are so not worn at
Mm.
all? And
No, because, like, it really depends on your body and your shape. I've been getting into really baggy wide jeans lately.
hell yeah,
I think a lot of Gen Z is, and I wasn't influenced by Gen Z yet. Well, I probably was because I found them on the racks, and I was just
yeah,
like, "Ooh, these are cool." But I also go through the, like, tight jean moments, but I just change. I honestly don't I'm not a brand person. I
mm,
really if I find something and it happens to be a brand and I like it, then great. If not, it doesn't like it really could care less about the brand name. I really care what it looks like. But I am getting a little more conscious of brands and how they treat people. And I really
yeah.
am trying to avoid brands that work with sweatshops and like harm animals. Like that has become something I've paid more attention to. Like if
And it's a really
yeah.
hard
I don't
practice to have. It's like you have to stay on your toes all the time, trying to be conscious about
yeah.
things like that.
Or like sometimes it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna buy it directly from the brand, but I'll buy it from a vintage shop or like a consignment store. So it's like not feeding into their
Hmm.
ecosystem necessarily. Um, it depends. It's a tough one. I struggle with that with phones and technology too because of the mining in the
Yeah,
Congo and
definitely.
yeah.
There is no
So I'm
ethical
trying to
consumption and all that.
there is there's
It's
starting
just
to
really
be.
hard.
Like there's
Yeah.
the Fair phone is a phone that's came out that has no conflict minerals.
Mm.
Um, it's just it's not available in Canada. It's not great in Canada. I think the newest version now is finally like compatible,
Oh,
but
nice.
it's a unique thing. Yeah, so it's like sometimes you have to wait to be ethical.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to be a little patient.
Like I literally, I'm like in their DMs, like, please. when are you gonna send this to North America? Like, it's not okay that you're not making it here.
Yeah, please help us be ethical. I have two more
Yeah,
questions and then a couple fan questions, then we'll let you go. Who's on your pop Mount Rushmore? Oh, we lost you.
to call me.
Oh,
Or you're back.
hello. Okay. We got a couple more questions, then we're gonna let you go. Thank you for the extra time and your patience and stuff like that. Who's on your pop Mount Rushmore?
My pop Mount Rushmore, like the
I guess. Oh wait, you're a Canadian. You wouldn't know about Mount Rushmore. It's the mountainside with the
well,
four president
faces.
faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Who's on my
who would you put up there? And it doesn't have to be pop. It could just be music. But are there four people where you're like,
um
those are the goats?
I was force fed Michael Jackson as a child, and other than some of the weird stuff that's questionable about his life, like as a musician, as a performer, I'd have to put him on there for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a tough one. I love Robin.
Nice.
Robin is definitely going to be up there. Pink Floyd, so you're going to have to make some more
Yeah. We'll do
space.
a six headed dragon or hydra up
I mean,
there.
this is cliche, but I would probably put Freddie Mercury up there too.
Nice.
Um, gosh, but let's get more modern. Why am I only I mean, I was a big Cat Stevens fan. I'd
Nice.
probably put Cat Stevens like up there. I need to get more modern though.
Is there somebody from the last decade that you think would go up there?
I love Tame Impala. Oh, do
Nice.
they make the status? I love Bruno Mars. I don't know if he quite makes it, but no, he's he's
He's
he's a-
great.
he's pretty he's pretty great. Women. I want to put women up there. Well, I did put Robin. Um, someone's at the tip of my tongue, and they're just like not coming. They're not popping up right now. But again, I'm just being like ADD right now. There's lots. Well, we'll go with that for now.
Very nice. No, it's
Oh,
great.
I love why is there blanking? The running up the hill.
Kate Bush,
Kate Bush. Yeah, I freaking love Kate Bush.
legend.
Just my brain was farting.
Yeah,
I put Kate Bush up there.
she's great.
Um, yeah.
Very
There's
nice.
just so many that really deserve that spot.
Yeah.
It'd be a big Mount Rushmore for me.
What was your first concert? Where was it? Who brought you?
I will
When
never
was
forget.
it?
It was Shania Twain. My dad brought me, and she was being carried like through the audience, like a queen, like an Egyptian queen, and it was great. I was like, wow, Shania's good. She really is good.
Did you go with anybody?
Um, my dad.
How old were you?
I was pretty young. I don't remember exactly, but I was like, I think I was younger than 10.
Wow.
I think
Yeah.
around that age. I wasn't old. Like I was pretty young
Um,
because she's been around for a while.
yeah. She is awesome. That's a great first concert. Did that inspire you in any way to chase music, you think?
No, it's not that it didn't. It's just that I found music a different way. I found it on the sailboat when I
Mm,
was sailing, like to Hawaii, like not to Hawaii, but when I was on the tall ships, I fell in love with music through the acoustic guitar and singing to people on the boat.
yeah.
I think I was inspired by her concert. I just don't think it clicked that that's something that I wanted to do at that point
Super fair.
in time. I found that a bit later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. We have a couple audience questions and then we'll let you go here. Question one is from Charlie. Says, I love the Dancing and Crying series so much. So Erotic is one of
Mhm.
my faves. What was it like working with
Oh,
Peaches?
yes.
Are there any other artists, especially other Canadian icons, you dream of working with in the future?
Oh my gosh, Peaches was one of the coolest people I've ever worked with, and she was so humble and so nice. And like it's amazing. Peaches you really can't like nail down. Like you might think something of her and then she completely shocks you with like she's just you can't she's like water. She just slips
Yeah.
through your fingers. But she just acted like honestly, she came in and she just was like, heard the music. I was like, we'd started So Erotic, and I was like, I was kind of like scared. I was like, what do you think of this? And she's like, okay. Didn't even say much and just starts writing some stuff. And then she's like, oh, let me just try this. And then just like whispers on the mic, and I could barely hear. And I'm just like, what is going on? And then we
Yeah.
just play it back. And it was like perfect. And
Yeah.
I was like intimidated. I was like, I was
She's an
trying to be
intimidating
kinky.
presence for sure.
What's intimidating is how not intimidating she is.
Yeah, how it's
Like,
like she's
actually
not putting
intimidating
on airs
more.
or yeah,
Yeah,
she's just
she's
so
very
doesn't give a fuck about it, and
she is as authentic as a person can possibly be,
yeah.
and nice, and, like, I did a stand-up comedy show, I was getting into stand-up, and she showed up to my performance. I was,
That's
like,
so
in
sweet.
shock and just, like I was like, "I don't know if I can do this now."
Was she a good audience member?
She's just awesome. She's
Yeah,
so cool. Honestly, that was, like that's one of the heroes you wanna meet. They say don't meet your heroes, but do meet Peaches.
yeah.
Like, you'll
I
leave happy.
I had like a 10-second run-in with her at the club when she was here. She dropped a record that she was signing because she signs records before her shows, and I went and grabbed it, and we just had a fun little interaction. I think she said something along the lines of like, you could keep that if you wanted, and I was like, no, I can't do that. And she was like,
Oh, it's
yeah,
just, like
like yeah, she's just like very nice.
again, she's a
Yeah,
Canadian, and
I
she's
know. She was just very nice.
I'm proud
Um,
of how nice can be.
T Purple
Um,
asked to piggyback off of that. How was working with Bonnie McKee? And I love your song together.
oh, again, Bonnie, I just love her. Bonnie is an icon, and I feel for Bonnie because she has, like, written songs that have brought so much success to these massive artists that have just have the machine behind them, but she is the mind and the creativity behind a lot of this music that is just literally embedded into culture everywhere in the world. And I always just feel like she hasn't gotten enough um credit for what she has given to us all, and yet she's such a nice again, another it's like a good person, nice person, shows up, present, collaborative. I have nothing bad to say about Bonnie. I think she's amazing, and I really hope more people just get into her as an artist because I know when I start remembering what she's written and what she's done, again, I start to get intimidated. I'm just like, "Oh my gosh," because she opened up for me, and I'm like, I think I should be opening up for her, honestly, like,
Yeah. Are you somebody who gets
she's
starstruck?
amazing. I don't get starstruck, I just really feel honored in the presence of these people, and I hope I try to let them know without being intimidated, like, how just how what an honor it is to, like, be working with them, and Um, yeah, I think people like Peaches and Bonnie, again, I just love being around authentic people. And the more authentic ones, they tend to not be the ones that get on major labels because that doesn't work for them. So you might not see them on the Billboard charts in the same way, but it's because they're not willing to give up what you have to give up
Yeah.
to do that. And it's unfortunate that I guess not more people know about them, but
Yeah.
they're she's just like 10 out of 10 human being. She's good to the core, talented to the core. I have like again, you want to meet a hero, meet Bonnie.
It's very
She will
nice that
not let you down.
the people that you've worked with have all been heroes that live up to the name and aren't like a horror to work with. I feel like that could always be a possibility.
I've worked with some of those people. I'm not gonna like say it out loud,
You
but
don't have
I
to
have
name
worked
drop,
with
but do you
some.
have any horror stories from collaborating with people?
Oh my gosh, yeah, tons. I have so many. This makes me upset thinking about it, honestly. But there's so
We don't have
many.
to go into it.
Yeah, and I've worked with a lot of great dudes, but most of them have been dudes. I'm not
Mm,
gonna lie. So I'm not saying, but there's like again, like there's like a million dudes that are just as I would say the same thing about them as Bonnie McKee and
yeah.
Peaches.
Is
Um,
there anybody that you would really like to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
um, lots of people, and I don't. But again, like I don't think of my collaborations based on like who's on the Billboard charts. I
Hmm.
really like it's who I bump into and get inspired by, and even like a musician in town. There's a sax player that I really want to work with. There's a Fifi Dobson. I don't know if you know Fifi Dobson. She's a Canadian. Like she had like back in the days a bunch of hits, but honestly, such a talented musician. I saw her perform live, and I was just like, "Whoa, she's amazing." I would
Yeah.
love to work with her. I don't know. Like just honestly, I tend not to like seek people out. I will say the Midnight is is a band that I love,
We're
and
big fans of them here. Tyler Lyle
I have
was one of our episodes actually. We talked to him a couple times ago.
really,
And
yeah, I
he
just
was the
jumped out with them
sweetest.
tonight. They're in town, and they had me jump out and sing Sunset
That's
with them.
awesome.
So I know Tyler, and it's something we have been thinking about and planning. So that actually is a collaboration
When you guys
that
collab,
might
you
come
guys
up.
can both come back on here and talk about it.
Oh, that'd be awesome! Yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna be at my Atlanta show, so we're gonna reconnect there.
He's gonna be at your Atlanta show?
He's gonna come out, like
No
he's gonna
way.
hang out.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, he'll be among the audience if you wanna.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Um, well, very nice. Well, we've gone way over our time. Thank you so much for giving us that space and time, and we appreciate you being here.
thank you.
You are
Yeah,
going to
thanks
be
everyone.
playing. Yeah, everybody's sticking around. Appreciate you. You're playing the Atlantis on June 8th, Monday, June 8th. Um, you we're so excited to have you, and also so excited to have you here
Yeah,
today.
me too.
And thank you so much for coming and spending so much time with us and being so open and lovely. And
Thank
we can't
you.
wait to have you in town and hopefully back on the show again. Do you have anything you want to say to anybody before we let you go?
Thanks for sticking around. This has been really great. I've loved this conversation with you. And yeah, just I really hope you all get a chance to listen to the new music. And if you are in one of the places I'm touring, hopefully we can meet in person. If not, I'll try to come to your city at a later date. But yeah, I mean, I just appreciate everyone who supports what I do, especially as an indie artist. And yeah, anyone who takes time to listen to my music, I'm always grateful.
I can attest they are bangers. I was listening
Thank you.
all week while writing questions. They're very good.
Oh, thank
Kaiser,
you
thank
so
you so
much.
much for your time. It was so lovely to speak with you, and
Thank
we'll see
you.
you on June
Take
8th.
care. See
Bye,
you then.
everybody.
Bye.